This is Super Toy Cars Off-Road. We're here on Xbox Series X taking a look at this fun, easygoing arcade-type racing game. So it's a larger-than-life style where you are playing as a bunch of different little cars, going on races and doing other little battle modes and everything like that. So be sure to like the video, subscribing is great as well. And you're probably wondering, what do we get here? Well, we've got a 4K resolution at 60 FPS. So it doesn't necessarily look super sharp. It's got like this really weird kind of glow aesthetic to it that's a bit odd looking. I really can't quite explain why they went with that particular style with it, if that makes sense, but it's not too bad looking. You gotta keep in mind that this is more of an indie type of experience when it comes to racing, and it's actually like an offshoot of a, well, I guess, I don't know if it's well known, but you know, of another Super Toy Cars or whatever. They've done, you know, some other larger-than-life type releases over the years, and this one, I guess, is more of the outdoors, off-road type of offering, which is pretty cool to me. It's got a great selection of different maps that you can compete on, like different tracks that you can race across. It's got a campaign mode where you're doing a couple different competition options in order to get different, like, trophy tiers. And with those trophy tiers, you will be able to get new cars and upgrade cars and do different stuff like that across some different tournaments. And yeah, it's kind of just got a wide range of different options. Locally, you know, two players can kind of go up against each other, which is kind of neat. And then on top of that, they've got quick play. So you can just do a bunch of different races, which is what we're doing now. And you just pick different vehicles and you kind of go off and you drive around and play. So I would say for what this offers, it actually has a range of different kind of mode options for you to play. Again, keeping in mind that this is more of a, you know, an indie-type racing-esque experience, and it's just kind of, like if you played the other Super Toy car games, I think you'll be, you know, kind of aware of what this has to offer in terms of gameplay. I think it's kind of fun. I think it's got some quirky little elements to it. I like that, you know, you're kind of plucked somewhere into the, you know, backyard of, you know, kind of like if you were a kid, kind of playing around with little cars, little toy cars, and you were being like, oh, you know, I'm gonna drive around the track in the backyard where there's grass, or in a little garden, or somewhere else, and I think that's kind of neat. Let's jump to the next race here. Yeah, I kind of like that aspect and that aesthetic that it's kind of going for. Again, weirdly glowy, which I find kind of weird, but, you know, the cars look pretty good. You know, it's a fairly clean looking resolution type of experience. It does have some challenge options to it in terms of difficulty and everything like that. If you want to make it a little bit easier, a little bit harder, you know, those options are present. And like I said, just a range of different track scenarios and also game modes for you to do. They've got things such as taking out other little cars, time trials. They've got like an elimination deathmatch type thing. There's actually like a range of different racing modes that are present here that you can enjoy across all of the different maps. And then you got all these different cars that you can customize and personalize and play with and do different styles with, and I think that's kind of actually quite neat. It actually provides some cool little fun little bits, such as taking shortcuts or eliminating like your opponents if you're racing against others, depending on the type of race you're doing, right? Some of them you're kind of like by yourself, some of them you're more like head-to-head, groups of different cars racing along. It seems to all run fluidly fine, runs pretty fast in terms of driving about, and it's just kind of a fun little more arcadey-esque driving game, you know, that's the kind of thing. If you ever, like I was saying, you know, if you were ever little and kind of sitting there and playing with the toy cars and whatnot, this kind of emulates that. Really unbelievable. I'd have a better second lap here. And then the campaign again, which is like, you know, your career type mode or whatever, has got a bunch of different, you know, challenges for you to do, a bunch of different race options for you to take part in, and there are these cups, like these tournament cups. So some of them are based on like beach buggy things, and some of them are more like monster-esque trucks, I guess you would say, but not like monster trucks, but, you know, different kinds of vehicles for different scenarios and different setups, and you have to be able to best the different areas and improve the cars so that you can do the challenges and stuff better. And you get like kind of ranks on the cups, and then you can repeat the cups if you want to get higher ranked levels, which is kind of cool. And I think it just offers a range of different modes and ways for you to play, as you are challenged to continuously do better and to compete better. And that's kind of the gist of what it is. Why is this so slow? Like, this is a shortcut, but it sure doesn't feel like a shortcut. And then the maps have a lot of different personality to them, on top of just being, like, you know, varied and whatnot. Like, some are sand-based, some are in the snow, some are in the grassy backyard, some are, you know, you get different options. I mean, if you want more of a traditional, larger-than-life kind of Cars game, they do have, like, main entries in the series as well that kind of are more indoors-like. So I think they've actually done a pretty cool job offering a variety of different, you know, tracks and challenges and ways to play. And wow, this has not been a very good run here. 8th place. Oh, that sucks. Good thing there's another race. And it all loads pretty fast. I haven't had any issues with anything in the game. It all runs fine. There's some kind of zen-like music. I don't know. There's some music back there. I've turned it off, obviously. You know, worried about copyright and stuff. I just drove, like, right off there. But I think it offers a lot of different setups for you to enjoy, different races to be had. You know, it kind of looks okay. It looks fine. Runs well though, which is important. And I don't really have too many complaints. Again, it's not necessarily like the most insane racing game we've ever seen. You know, especially if you're coming off of, like, I guess you're gonna say, like, there was a recent Hot Wheels game that was just phenomenal. This one's fine though for an indie offering. I'm actually kind of happy with it. I just wish they worked a bit more on the kind of clarity or the sharpness of things, because it's this glowy type effect to it is really weird. Like, it looks as though it's like overexposed, I guess is the big thing. I know I've mentioned it a few times, but I was just sitting there playing it and I was like, why is it so glowy, like, you know what I mean? And it's not like it's a weird HDR type glow, right? It's just this really strange kind of glow impact that I find a bit odd, needless to say. But I don't really have more details from there. That's kind of the gist of the game. You know, I think it's fine. It's a decent offering. If you like this style of car game, I think you'll kind of enjoy what this has to offer. And just, you know, again, liking the video is great, subscribing is great as well, and I hope you enjoy just some more regular gameplay of seeing the cars kind of race each other and in action here. you